I'm Ruthie, she, they, and I play Sentinel, she, they.
I'm Will, he, him, and I play Moxie, she, her.
I'm Imi, she, her, and I play Ahmaya, also she, her.
I'm Steve, he, him. I play Ora, he, him.
I'm Sarah, she, her, and I play Freya, she, her.
Hi, I'm Mike, he, him, and I'm playing Eugene Ballantyne, he, him.
I'm Charlie, he, him, and I'm your DM. Please offer him my undying love. Aranar.
Okay, Eurocos magic. Do I know what that is?
No.
Does that mean, have I heard that word before?
Eurekos.
Yeah.
Roll. Okay, you can roll as well, Freya. Roll a history check.
Highly unlikely, but do I recognise any of that?
I mean, you can roll if you like. What are you asking?
Well, like, is any of that familiar from a hometown?
What parts?
Like, anything.
The Eurekos part?
Yeah.
You can roll a history check as well.
I got a 4.
That's not
24.
good.
24.
That's 5.
Okay, you both doesn't ring any bells. I would say for Eugene, there is an old story you remember your father telling you.
Papa.
Your papa telling you. I'm sorry. He mentions, you remember that word from, like you said, you like fairy stories. He used to call them fairy whispers. And in one of the stories, you can't remember what the story was about, but you remember something to do with wandering nobodies. And that's what he called them, and he called them Eurekos. And that's what you remember.
So tell Freya that, Mum. Listening to the. I take it. Are you reading that page out loud?
I read it out loud, but we weren't stealthy, so I just read it out loud.
Oh yeah, stealth's long gone.
Common voice.
Okay. So yeah, I say that Papa would tell us these stories. I can't remember the subject, but yeah. What did you call them? Sorry.
Your papa called them wandering nobodies, cool. And then he also referred to them as Eurekos.
Yeah.
And that's spelled Yurekos.
What was that again? Sorry.
Yuр. Oh God, did I spell it wrong? Let me check. Yurekos.
Cool.
Okay, what is everyone else doing? So, Freya, you were reading that out. Ahmaya, what are you doing?
Is there anything of interest to me in this room?
There is a writing desk. There's a cupboard that's set into the stone. There is a sort of machine that he referred to that you said he called it his sigilling machine. And there's pipes coming off that go into the wall.
I'm gonna go to the cupboard because.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna open it.
Roll an investigation check. What's everyone else doing?
Yeah, I'm looking at you said there are like runes twisting around like the copper piping and stuff. Is this anything like the runes I saw in the silent corridor?
Yes. They are of the similar design with circles interlocking, and at the centre is a small hollow space.
Is there anything in the space?
There is not.
We need the other one.
I didn't bring it.
Should have brought it.
Pick up there.
What did you roll?
I don't find anything with a 2.
Well, you open the door. So it's not locked, you open the door. In the cupboard, there is some crumbled scrolls, there's a layered cotton sheet, and there's a couple of paintings underneath it.
Well, can I take out a painting and see if it fits into one of that frame?
Sure. There are 2 on canvases, and you take them out. One of them's incomplete. It depicts some banded runes with the edge in the far distance. The other one's of the Eramani people around a fire. They're sort of shadowed in the purple light of the moon, but they're children dancing around between the figures.
Are there similarities to the one that we had before? That painting from before?
The drawing that you guys had that was destroyed? No. It's just that was more like a sketch. But there, you also do find at the bottom next to them, there's a rolled up painting, just not on a canvas, just like a piece of.
Yeah, can I see if that fits in the frame?
Oh yeah, okay. It does. It fits. In fact,
This fits.
Yeah. So its edges have been cut, and as you place it up, the dust off on this frame, it's all the wooden backing is all that remains, and you can see the scored edge where someone's gone through and cut it out. And as you place it down, all the dust falls. Yeah, and as you step away just to take a look with your hands holding it in so it doesn't ravel like back up, you see a great archway set into a cliff, glass covered in niches, holding gargoyles. You immediately recognize it, Freya. Anyone who saw the drawing, recognizing it as the second place on the original sketch. Above this huge glass archway roars a storm of dark cloud whipping sand. There is a white crack of lightning hiding within the clouds, and there's a signature in the bottom along with a word that says Eramani.
I don't think anyone wanted us to see that one.
Who's it signed by? Or
It just has a signature in the bottom. It's just a scribble. But you do see in more printed words, Eramani.
I don't think I don't think anyone was supposed to see that, so get it in the bag.
Do you think that's the
Roll it
prophet's
up.
grave?
Could be.
I dreamt-
Could well be.
I dreamt that place. I don't know what it means.
Well, this dream, and we recognise it already, is definitely the next one on our list of places to hit.
We should rest.
Yeah. How do
So
right?
tired.
So, I think we've had a long enough day. We've had some good fights. Everyone's still alive. Let's do a last sweeper here. See if there's anything else we can get. Shove it in the bag. Anything that might be useful. Shove it in packs, and then let's get to wiggling.
Okay. If everyone's looking, roll invest. Did anyone have any specific things that they were looking for?
There was a desk, wasn't there?
There's a writing desk. There's the sigilling machine that Moxie had a quick look at.
If we can
Is that
I'll go
removable?
for the desk.
It's into the wall.
I'll
Yeah.
go for the
If
desk.
we could do that, we could get
Should
rid of
we?
the other
No.
husks.
Roll investigation checks. What was that?
Yeah, I
Do the sigilling machine, we could get rid of the other husks.
was seeing the runes and the little indent with nothing in it. I was wondering if I could ritual cast detect magic.
You may roll. Yeah, absolutely do that.
So I mean,
It's
that-
10 minutes.
that was
is it?
So
10
if
minutes
he's
to
taken
it.
10
Do
minutes
we have
for
10
that,
minutes
can I
to
look at
do
more
that
of
as
the
well?
book?
Yeah, you have.
You
Yeah.
could have been doing it while she was doing the chat. We probably
So you're
have been.
looking
Yeah.
Dirty 20, looking at the desk.
looking at the desk with a 20. You notice because the picture is up against the wall and the desk is below it, and you notice that where Amaya has disturbed the painting, it's just above the desk, is shifted slightly, and there looks like there might be something behind the painting. But on the desk itself, it's covered in dust. There's a pen or a quill.
Is Amaya still holding the painting there, or is she?
No, I've rolled it up and I put it away.
I'm gonna look around the edges of the frame. Any traps?
What did you get for investigation? 20.
20.
It's the same. It's the roll of investigation again. Actually, it's a different purpose. And you're going to be reading that book, yeah?
12.
As you gently lift, it comes away from the wall with no resistance, and doesn't look like there's anything tethering it. You don't see any traps.
I'll take it down.
There is a safe behind it. There is a single keyhole. There is blood around the keyhole. Dried.
Anyone found a key?
Oh yeah, I got a key. Take it off, chuck it over.
And Ted pulls your head out of the book. Oh yeah, sure.
I'll open the safe.
Sure.
If it's trapped,
It's alright, it's what Spell Her Dying's for.
There is inside. There is another book. There is a lockpick that seems gilded with something.
Are you proficient? Okay, yeah, I am too, but you go first.
And there is
We can both use it.
there is also a scroll held in a small metal clasp.
Don't care, we got a lockpick.
Ruthie is zoned out.
I keep saying to Matt that I want us to keep
Anything else?
That's it.
I keep saying to Charlie that I'm going to like pick locks with my,
You doing anything else?
with
Or
my
you
thieves' tools.
I'll take
And then it's
the
like, do you have thieves'
lockpick.
tools? I'm like, nope.
And the scroll, and I'll take the book.
Sure.
Anyone fancy some reading?
The book on the surface, the book says, "Stones of a little life and a little death."
That sounds cool.
I'll chuck it to Sentinel.
And Freya is reading the book. So, within the sort of 10 minutes, you learn that long after the Nunlakium was used by the Salnari, it used to be used as a meeting place. It became the home of a scholar called Ora Ahmaya, and he was a close disciple of the prophet. He was one of the few who managed to disconnect themselves from the hive mind before the Null reached him, and he lived the last few decades of his life trying to find out a way to reverse the Null. He knew after a long time that the corruption of the prophet was irreversible, so he tried to work out a way of locking them away and purging them, and that's what the system is. You find out that the sand pit, he would track them down using the bell, and they would run down, they would get in the pit, and then he would incinerate them when they were in the pit.
Fucking sick.
And then in his testing, the only thing that you can do with them is complete and utter destruction. So he removed all of the books of in this place that was once here, and it hurt him to do so, but this was the only thing he could see. He was on his own for a lot of his life. He tells you in the book, he explains they're completely blind, they're attracted to noises of life, and the machine he's made, he calls the sigilling machine, it turns shards into fire. He was highly successful, and on his last run he was foolish, as you know.
That's really sad.
That is really sad. Pull one out for you, boy.
Okay. And detect magic probably springs into life at this moment. So as Ora starts taking things out of the safe, and you cast your eye around, the sigilling machine is not magic. There is nothing emanating from it. Maybe a very faint glow from the sigils, but nothing active. And the only thing that really is glowing is in the safe. And
But we emptied the safe.
I don't
You
know.
don't know that.
No.
I chucked the book to Sentinel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Guys, there's something else in the safe.
Still up or into that.
You look and it's empty.
Okay, well,
As you go
Around.
close, as you walk closer, you can see that it's behind the safe.
there's something magic behind the safe.
What kind of magic are you
Yeah,
using?
Yeah.
I know what type of magic it is.
Yes, you do. It's divine.
Divine.
Holy
Divine.
shit!
What did I tell you that the
With coiled
Yeah.
shards.
Abjuration.
I did. You saw with the you said enchantment.
Yes,
last
that's
time.
right.
Yeah.
The color, yeah, that's right. No, yeah, you're right. This is it shines with the divine light, whereas that was the whole contraption with the coil stone was enchantment.
What's the inside of the safe like?
It's empty.
No, it was in like material.
It's got wooden sides and the back of it is wood. Sorry, metal sides and the back of it is wood.
I'm just going to sort of run a hand across my forehead and lower hands for 2 points. And then
So fast!
I was on
It
3.
explodes.
And then
Your sweat explodes.
I will start looking for a way to get behind the safe.
Are you helping? You're sort
So
of there with your.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you roll an investigation check, so it's up to you guys what you do. If you roll together or.
I think we're both kind of like going from like different kind of angles.
Go for it. Yeah.
Oh, come off there.
You've got such a good plus.
I know, but still.
No, I know.
9 investigation.
I mean, you guys,
Brute
you know,
forcing it
you can
instead.
see that there's something, and as you're touching it, it's hollow backed. And so, you know, you ascertain that is the wooden back is hollow, and after a few minutes, you find a very small ribbon hidden in the edge, You just tug on that, and the piece of wood comes away. And inside is a small little shelf, and there are 300 golds worth of gems.
Oh wow!
And a coil shard.
Damn.
There's a very tiny little coil shard.
Who
so that's
is
one
our
that you saw.
party treasurer?
Not me.
Have you got that, Steve?
Yeah, I've got that written down.
So Steve is the party treasurer. That was easy enough to work out.
Just hold up the coil shard.
Where's the skill?
He's in the room. He's
He was
just
also there.
Yeah, he's also there. Actually, I'll roll an investigation check for him.
I haven't done one yet either.
Oh, we could stick that in the.
Yeah.
Anyone else who hasn't rolled investigation can roll?
Moxie,
I was reading the book.
this
Can I
is
just
more
investigate?
Yeah,
your
go on.
forte, and I'll pass over the coil shard
You
to
guys,
Moxie.
what did you get?
21.
Nice.
That'll be like a 10, I think.
Seven.
Oh, yeah,
7,
10.
10. Cool.
14.
14. Okay, everyone, you think you've cleared out the room. You've made a good find. And then Eugene, you feel a slight breeze just coming from one of the walls, Indiana Jones style.
Oh, fucking hell.
And you move up to a wall next to the bed, and you find a small little brass hook that looked like it was like a hook for a cloak, a cloak or something. And you just pull on it, and it's loose and it twists. And as it twists, the mechanism opens and unlocks. I won't make you open the door, but it seems like there is a hidden door. It's sort of carved into the wall.
We're all so desperate for a nap.
Yeah. Guys, I believe I found some sort of opening here.
What'd you do?
Are people gathering round?
Who wants to get? Just let's have a look.
Where does it? Wait. What type of door is it? Does it go down, out?
It's shut. So he's opened the mechanism.
Yeah, but what kind of door?
It's hidden. It's a narrow door. It's hidden in with the rocks of the wall.
Right. Alright, well, we got to open it.
Yeah, we got to open it. Yeah.
Just push it open with the sword.
Yeah, it opens. Bit rough. Then the sand at its feet push out the way, and it opens onto a small staircase that goes up, narrows, and you see the sky.
Oh fuck yes!
I thought we were going to have to go out the skylight.
I was ready to go out the skylight, to be honest.
I mean, we've got enough rope.
Yeah, we fucking do. All
What are
right.
you guys doing?
Should we rest here?
What about
first?
the sigil machine? Are we doing anything with that? Or
We can't get it out. It's in the wall.
oh no, but I thought
We've got a course.
was it
Yeah.
We
Moxie?
can activate it.
Do we want
That's
to do that
true.
now, or do we want to do
That's-
it tomorrow?
I would sleep.
I think we should rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't. Then just so you guys are gonna bed down in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we staying in here?
Oh, it'll probably be pretty safe. There's a bed. We
can seal-
barricade.
seal
I'm gonna
the-
close the door again.
Yeah. Sure.
Let's
We
seal
have
the
an
doors.
exit. I guess.
Do you guys sleep? Are you gonna all sleep?
I'm
You
gonna
guys have
take
been in
a
here a
watch.
while, so I'm happy to sort of like, we can go through this quickly if you
I'll
like.
take a watch.
Yeah, watch.
Okay. Yeah, you bed down here. It is late. You're exhausted.
Yeah, I sleep immediately.
You go gone, and it's very quiet. And actually, you know what? It's quite warm for the first time in weeks. The walls are holding the warmth from the day, and your watch goes, without issue, Steve. Sorry, Ora, and I'm not gonna make you guys run through all your watches this time. You're in a nice sealed room, and you all sleep. You wake up with the morning light shining in through the skylight.
Do I recover my exhaustion?
You are not exhausted anymore. You cover one level of exhaustion. Get your spells back, and the day is yours.
Hey.
Eskiel's like,
Come on.
actually, he would have probably gone down and notified the guys. Actually, he wouldn't have just gone to sleep. So he would have gone up, and you would have heard him shout before in bed. You would have heard him shouting down, "We're good. We're good. We're going to stay up here."
This is a long way away.
You just shouts.
Yeah, because
Do any husks come running?
I didn't think we were that far away from camp.
If you were to, you guys can have a look if you like.
I'm just thinking, what, does he go outside?
He walked up the steps, out the hidden door.
Okay. No, I was just thought if you'd gone back and like...
I'll tell you, this is something that might have happened last night. You go up and you are on the top of a cliff, effectively. that's cut out. So he looks like this area was cut out into the cliff. It's much higher up. It goes like sort of another 30 feet up. But as you look around into one of the chasms, you can see around almost not too much. You're not too much higher than they are, almost the same level, but the chasm goes deeper. You can see camp.
Got it. Because that's what I was trying to get at last night, was we were going to go back to camp, but obviously that wasn't possible.
So he would have gone up and gone, oh shit, I can see them, and he's just yell at them.
They're like, hey, how's it going? You up?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
If I wake him up, is he still
Askew.
unwell?
He seems alright. Like, smells a bit of booze.
Okay, I'll leave it.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, what is the plan? I'm personally starving, fucking hungry, so I'm gonna pick my way down.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Food coming with you.
We just seal these things in here.
Yep.
Should we have a look at the?
Should we do the...
Let's try the thingy.
Yeah.
Ritual? Was there an explanation of how it worked in the book?
You would more. I wouldn't say he goes into detail, but he says it. You put in this coil stone, and he says it incinerates them. Basically, so it incinerates the pit.
So
Sorry.
they have to the central.
Oh.
So they have to ring the bell to get them.
That's
to
what the
go
book
there.
said. Well, he said that he would ring the bell, and then he would get them in the pit, and then he would incinerate them.
So that's what the bow and arrow was for.
Yeah.
We took it though, right?
Yeah, I mean, we got
crossbow.
Eugene's crossbow.
Yeah, but how would we get? We could go back around the outside.
Yeah.
We should get rid of the husks because they keep escaping and shit. And they're clearly not where he sealed them anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
He was the one that marked
All
the
the
corridors. Paintbrush.
Yeah. He's the one who left us all those notes.
What are you guys doing?
Should we do that?
If we got our packs, we've probably got some rations on us, because we have our own
Yeah,
rations.
we've got 10 days of rations.
Yeah, you can eat just Esky being grumpy and wanting hot food.
Skill, you little bitch. I don't sound him.
Right, what's the plan then? Actually,
you
he would
decide at some point when people are eating.
Yeah, eating your rations. What he does say before that, actually, while you're all eating and he's chewing on some of the meat that you guys got from that Hulk the other day, he's like, look, I'm sure you've all made the same connection as me. That picture that you've got there, Ahmaya,
What? Yeah.
that looked pretty fucking similar to the sketch that you showed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
We said all of this aloud yesterday.
Good. Well, and he looks down at his compass and it's sort of going, every now and again it twitches again. He just looks, he's like, taps it. Well, guess we'll see where this goes then.
Is it twitching towards the storm?
You're inside, aren't you, still?
You hold it out.
If you were to go outside with him, I mean, you're sort of in the chasm, so it's hard to see. Roll an intelligence check.
I would just like to say, I heard the joke you made about my intelligence yesterday, and then you just made some dumb comments, so think about that.
That's a very good point.
And then I slowly sit down, maintaining eye contact as I continue eating. I got a 4.
Yeah, you know that you're going to remember when you're outside. You're going to okay, I'm going to check that when I'm outside. you can't remember where am I?
Who are you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what are you guys doing? What is the plan?
What is the plan?
So, I think because we've got tons and tons of husks to go through from this side. So someone has to stay by the sigil thing. So someone could go back around the other way, ring the bell.
I can send a message. Send a message.
So if we go back in through the entrance,
so I would need to go with the group with whoever's going to the pit, so that I can send a message to someone
Well,
to put the shard in the.
Eugene
in the
or
sigil.
me can do the sigil machine, right?
Yeah, she
Can work it out between us.
Can we go and look at the? I want to go out the front and see if the where we came in and see if the husks are still piling up. I don't want to go out if it seems really dangerous.
Yeah. If you go back through the corridors, they're not roaring anymore, and I won't make you roll. Actually, roll a stealth check for me quickly. You're just sneaking through. Unless you're not running stealthily.
Apparently, I'm not going stealthily with an 8.
Okay, there are a few doors between you and them. And as you get through towards that front door, you can't hear them anymore. You don't hear any roaring anyway. Maybe the odd footstep, but no roaring.
I go back. They don't seem to be trying to get up here. I don't know if anyone wants to. It's an option. I'm not suggesting that anyone does this. If anyone wants to walk back through where we've come from and just go that way and then fucking run.
I mean, alternatively, we could lock up all of the doors and don't open dead inside. No one gets that.
Yeah.
That all can be.
There was
I can jump the pits.
well.
Well, I don't need to make a check to jump them. I just won't be quiet. If I'm running,
You gotta
what does it matter?
get Moxie there as well, though.
Well, I can jump and be quiet.
Surely you wouldn't need no, but surely the bell's loud enough that you'd hear it.
Yeah, you guys know from experience that loud jumping will attract them back up the slope again, our way out the pit. If they're in the pit or if they're wandering the slopes, you don't know.
So
If
wait,
we get
hold
them
on.
into the pit,
Why
and
don't
stare
we?
at them, then we can.
Why don't we go up the stairs and out, then come back around and in through the nice quiet bit where no one can hear anything, and then be on like that side?
Yeah.
That's probably,
Yeah.
I think, what he
I
must
thi-
have been doing.
I think that's going to be safest because otherwise you're going through all the tunnels and then you have to try and make your way back out the way that the husks have just come down.
Yeah,
You can pick up that other shard on the way.
that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you wouldn't have to run all the way out. I don't think they'd get you if you got to silence.
Okay,
It
so
wouldn't be as dangerous.
we need Moxie to send the message, and we need someone who can.
Not
Fire an
necessarily if
arrow.
it's loud enough.
That's true. Someone who can fire an arrow, though.
I can only like throw and punch it, so I'm going to say it's not me.
No, you can.
can.
You're proficient in martial weapons.
Oh, okay, apparently I can do that. I've just remembered, I completely forgot.
So who's staying? Who's going?
I'm proficient as well.
I'm going.
Okay, Moxie's going.
Are you?
I have to.
Why do you have to?
No one else can send message. I have to go.
Yeah, but the bell will be loud enough.
You don't know that.
Who's going with Moxie?
I can go with Moxie.
Okay.
I'm going with Moxie.
Okay.
Me,
As the rest.
Jean, and Aura will stay. I
Okay,
guess.
cool. So you guys.
Don't split the party.
So Moxie, Sentinel, and Ahmaya, you got steps.
How long
You-
does this last? 1 minute. Okay, so I can't do that yet.
You find a precarious but switchback staircase that's been carved into the cliff just below you, and you make your way down that, and it brings you to the chasm, which is a short walk back up a slope, and you find your way back into camp.
We can use message anyway. She needs to be within line of sight.
I can go like around corners.
Yeah,
and
but how
stuff.
far away is that room?
You from the balcony that you're going to be when you're inside the building.
Yeah.
Is
it within? What's the distance?
probably within like 100. It's about 120 feet, I imagine.
Okay.
That's fun.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, that's the message is 120 feet.
Nice. So, yeah, Cook sort of is cleaning
I
out
just
one
need
of
to point in their general direction and
Okay.
it will snake its way through.
Cook is like cleaning a pot, and he's like, "All right,
Right.
yeah."
I'm just gonna leave you and your best friend going.
And then, we won't hang about. You go back in the same entrance. You see the door that is still shunted open, where it's broken, and you walk into the silence. And you make your way down the same rope you did before.
I start pretending to
Do we
shout
want
in the
to take
silence bit.
that? Do we want to take that other cool shot?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Well, not
way
yet.
out.
Not until we're done.
Yeah, because we'll go. We'll
Wow,
come
back
back
up.
up. Yeah.
And as you jump down into the balcony, you hear some footsteps down the steps to your left, which leads to the snaking pathway, where are those little pits that you had to jump across, and then eventually you found the secret platform. So you can hear footsteps down there.
Do they sound like shuffling footsteps or footsteps?
Yeah, they sound like shuffles. And when you look out over to the pit, the daylight's shining through the front of the glass and down, and you see a couple of husks down in the pit.
If we like peer around, do we see What was making the shuffling?
If you were to sneak down, there's a small spiral staircase that goes down to the base of the winding pathway.
Yeah.
If you were to sneak down there, you can roll a stealth check if you like, if you're going to go for it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Okay, what did you roll?
why are my dice fucking garbage?
What did you roll?
What do you think I
Oh
roll?
no.
Oh no.
A 20.
Okay, so you go
Can
down.
I do it with advantage?
No.
Oh, wait.
Can I please her?
No, not now. She's already rolled.
We didn't send any healers there.
Kill me. Just fucking
Where's the guidance?
let me die.
You start making your way down the steps.
Leave me to die.
And the stone is slick. You slip. You go tumbling down the stairs on your bum.
Hit
And
the
you
bell.
You hit the bottom.
Hit the bell.
And the moment that you hit down at the top of the snaking pathway,
Oh, huh.
you don't see any husks immediately in front of you, but you do see one in the pit ahead of you. That's about 50 feet, and you can see it shuffling and its elbows up, and it's trying to climb back out.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast and try and knock it back.
Okay. Does Eldritch Blast make noise?
No.
It's a silent block.
The silent.
It's
it
the
doesn't.
ninja
Oh,
of the
it's
spell world.
crackling energy.
You can roll attack. He's like half up. He's got half cover.
That's entirely cocked. That's an 18 plus 5. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna do bonus action hex on it. I don't give a fuck. Disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay, yeah.
Plus, yes, let's do. So it'll also take the extra damage from. That's a 4. It's 14.
Okay, so the sand coalesces around it, gathering around its throat. It doesn't seem to react, still grabbing forwards. And then this crackling of orange energy and some dust that's conglomerating from the air gathers in your hand, and a crackling bolt of energy strikes it in the head. It takes what damage? 6?
14. No, yeah, 14.
14. Okay, I just rolled a strength. Is it a strength? Oh, it's with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It falls back down into the pit. Thunk! And you hear it slipping and sliding as it goes down towards the hole at the bottom of the pit on the... remember that big glass thing? It slides down towards there. The sound of your Eldritch Blast goes through the building.
I'm going back up. I can't even fucking cast message. I'm gonna go
You
back,
guys hear the roar of the husks now. What are you doing?
back up the stairs.
Shoot.
You're at the balcony with
Yeah.
Moxie.
Should I just shoot the bell for good measure?
Yeah.
One of you picked up the bow.
I will pick up the bow.
No, someone took the bow with them.
Yeah.
Was it with you? Was
We will have sorted it out.
Fair enough.
Yeah, do it because they're gonna come for me.
I'm gonna
You're just going like this
I'm
going,
gonna shoot
where's
the bell.
Bo?
It's a bow and arrow, so roll to hit.
What would my plus be?
It's your proficiency,
5.
so it's going to be your dex plus your proficiency.
I should have chill touch at it as well.
So
Just
plus
for-
4. Wait, what?
Plus 3. Because your dex is plus 1.
Yeah.
Plus
Proficiency
2.
plus 2.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. Sorry. Can I try again?
What did you hit?
4.
That. So
Sorry,
you,
6.
You draw the arrow,
6.
the old creaking bow. You go wide the bow of the bell.
Do I have enough bows to do it to try?
You have more arrows.
Yeah.
You're running back up the steps. So in the time it takes you to fire and grab another arrow, is that what you were doing, Sentinel? You run back up the top of the steps. You're at the top of the steps. You see Moxie.
How far away is the bell?
About 100 feet.
Cool. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the bell.
Moxie, you said you were going to chill
I was
touch.
going to chill touch.
So
as well,
do your
if
chill
that
touch
does
as
it.
well, and then we'll see what happens.
That's so cocked.
Yeah. 10 plus 16 to hits.
Hits.
Yay.
What's the damage type?
Necrotic.
Okay, so this hand sails across,
Gonna punch
and it hits the bell, but it doesn't make a really loud noise. It sort of goes.
Yeah.
There's a
Eldritch
slight ringing, and it starts to sway ever so slightly. Eldritch Blast.
15 on the dice plus
Yeah.
5, 20. Yeah. So that's bludgeoning. I think that's straight up bludgeoning damage. Force damage. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that'll do.
Yeah, that hits and
breaks the bell.
sails across, and boom, and it starts swinging. And there's a brief moment where the ringing silences all the other noises, and you see at the base of the pit some of the husks sort of just moving through the sand. The ones already in it are reaching up and grabbing at the bell.
I'm like, how's enough?
I'm gonna go for one more Eldritch Blast on it. See if we can get it even louder. 13 plus 5.
Hits.
Yeah.
Another bell. Boom. And after a few minutes, you see more husks just flooding down from the snaking pathway. Must be in excess of 20 in the pit now. And after a while, it starts slowing, and then doesn't seem like any more are coming. And then one more comes, and then it stops. Then there's no more again. And you give it enough time, and it seems like they're all in the pit.
All right, yeah, I send a message. Right, okay, yeah, now's the time.
So should we back up to...
How long have they been gone?
Probably maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
So meanwhile...
You can probably hear the bell, though. The moment that it starts going...
Before we get to the bell. Things before we get to the bell.
Huh?
Just things before we get to the bell.
Okay.
Because I wanted to pull Eugene aside at one point. Eugene, can I ask you a favour?
Oh, yes, of course.
I'm going to reach into my bag and pull out the paper. I need you to do something for me. I'm going to hand it to the man you met the night we met. One who got us into the hunt. If you get out of here and I don't, I need you to take this to him. Give it to his daughter. Just give the pieces of paper to him.
I take it. But don't worry, you're gonna get out. Don't worry, you're strong.
Hopefully, I don't need you.
And then you hear the...
What's Freya do? Freya's just like...
I'm going to look at Freya. Do you know anything about the Eternal Flood?
Do I?
Roll a history check.
Probably not, mate.
Not bad.
I love that'll be your reaction. Probably not, mate.
Probably not.
When you
It's a
sample that.
14.
You have no idea.
No. I've never heard of it. I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
And with that, the gong.
Ooh!
And then another gong.
Okay.
And then we hear the message.
Yeah, now's the time.
I'm gonna we'll run back up and I'll help Moxie and Sentinel, I'll give them a boost back up.
Sure, okay. So what are you guys doing first of all in the room?
We are gonna do the sigil.
Which
room?
Which room?
In the chambers with the sigil.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, not you guys.
Yeah.
You guys. Who's in the room? Freya.
Yeah. So
Sorry, at a moment.
We've got the coil stone.
Yeah.
Eugene, I'm like, Eugene, do we literally just stick it in the hole?
I believe so. The other one was in the hole. So yeah, so I think we placed the stone
Put it in the hole!
Okay, who's doing it?
Same shit, different hole.
I will do
But
it.
literally.
Okay, Freya takes the coil shard. You fit it into the small hollow space in the middle of these two concentric circles. And the moment that it goes in, the circles pulse with a bright white light. They start rotating and spinning faster and faster. And a strange opalescent smoke rises from the coil shard. What is funny?
Something with the
Oh, right. A strange opalescent smoke starts just emanating from the coil shard, like it's heating up and burning, and it begins to glow red and then orange, and then the coil shard is like an ember, white hot. And so you put it in, and you guys, what were you doing?
I just stood there watching.
I was probably very over the shoulder, just staring.
Okay, everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
That's the healer's dead.
I'm glad we didn't do this last time.
Healer's dead, imagine.
I think I might be taking my first damage.
Are we saying the fire is here? Not in the
Oh no, my
Oh my
legs
god,
gone.
imagine. Are we just 7?
That's alright.
Okay. That's a fail.
That's
17.
You got me, Charlie.
Success.
Healers are dead.
15 is a success. Okay.
It's nice knowing you.
Yeah.
Rip Eugene.
The reply to the message is just.
So the two of you guys, you just dive out of the way. The moment that you see this thing start shuddering at the end of its glowing, you jump back. Eugene, you're
I'm just looking at it going, fascinating.
It's like poking it.
And just cutting off the fascinating is it's fully charged finally, and then you take 4 points of force damage.
Oh.
You're flung back 5 feet. The rumbling just drops dust from the ceiling. You see the white travel immediately up like lightning through the copper pipe and gone. And anyone who's looking above will see a faint flash in some copper down in the base of the pit, and then just arcane fire fills the pit. Blue, purple, just the heat, you can feel it from the top.
I don't want to kill Dark Daddy Drummond, but where was he? Because did he need to take a dexterity saving?
He was back at the camp.
Okay, he went back to the camp. Okay.
That's what I've decided.
He's actually burnt toast.
He was in the pit though.
He stayed in the pit. He was drunk and got lost.
The husks flail in the fire. You see this weak movement, and then it dies down. The fire fades, and it is just smoking.
I would still like to get out of here quite quick.
Yeah, send a message like, guys, that was fucking awesome. You should have seen it.
Cool.
Is there anything left of the coils?
Yeah, can we take the coil stone out if we can?
When you go up to see the little what's left, it's just black soot.
Should we go back up, take that bit of coil stone, then stealthily get out of there just in case and close the door behind us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you make your way up the rope.
Yeah.
And
I'll go last because I can help.
Yeah.
Boost my
Like
bottom!
a cheerleader.
Who's taking the call? You guys tied a rope to a piton to make it
Yeah, we
quiet.
did.
Oh, yeah.
You can take that with you as well if you like. And
Yeah.
who's
every time I
taking the
shoot.
coil stone then?
You have so much experience.
I'll
with
take it. Yeah, I took it last time.
Present for years.
You take it. You this is it's warm to the touch, and the moment that you pluck it out, the silence spell fades.
I would have waited for everyone to be up.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, sure. You would have known that. And you hear the sound of wind whistling through the broken door down into the tunnels. Okay. What are you guys doing?
Go back to camp.
Let's go to
Okay.
Yeah, do you want to try and unbreak the door? Like, did we jam it open or something?
Oh yeah.
No,
that's-
it shuddered and wouldn't close.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's just.
so it
Any
broke.
chance we can try and shoulder it closed, or is it not going to move?
It's like a big thick bit of stone that's in the wall, and it sliding in and out.
That
and it
ain't going to
stops.
stop me.
Yeah, but my
Give it a go. Sure, roll a strength check. Athletics.
natural
I'll just, like-
20.
Gotta get that 20.
I just want to
Moxie
lean
shall
against
help.
it.
Okay, yeah, advantage.
Wait, with advantage.
Yeah.
Moxie's helping.
So that is actually
Sentinel's
okay.
also
Wouldn't that be a disadvantage?
I know, I'm so weak. I just go,
18.
Okay, yeah, you give it a good go. The floor's still dusty though, so you're just not getting quite as much purchase as you know you could drive into this thing.
Yeah.
And you give it a really powerful shove, and it moves maybe half an inch. And
I'm
so
like, cool, that's all I can do. Happy with that.
You give it a good
yeah,
go.
that was pretty impressive.
Thanks, Moxie.
As we're walking out, I put an arm around Moxie and give her like a little ruffle of her hair.
Right. So, you guys gather in camp about mid-morning at this point. Eskiel orders Loy and Cook and Clayton to help pack up camp. Cook sort of nods. Loy is exasperated.
It's because he's a piece of shit.
I've missed everything, and now you're getting me to... You know what, I don't care. Carries on.
Why
And
didn't you
Clayton,
come in?
No, I've been ordered to... He walks off.
Where's Kate?
And Cade is, for this whole time, Cade has been sullen. I mean, you guys didn't spend the night in camp, right? So
Just making sure it's like
he's
there,
sort of,
not stabbing.
no, he's there. He's sullen and he's silent. He's not helping.
I'm going to be like glaring at him.
Clayton and Cook are doing have made a lot of the heavy lifting. He gives you a glance, but sort of
Try to be really intimidating.
deadpan. Roll an intimidation check.
That's a 13 and I've got +4.
Nice.
Yeah, he averts his gaze.
Hey, little piss bitch.
He doesn't. You don't get much of a reaction out of him, but you think you probably freaked him out a little bit.
I know, I think.
And Eskiel gathers you guys around. He shows you his map. I think you guys saw it once in the first session. It's a crude thing. Most of it's taken up by the deep sands, and you can see fading trail lines and points marking sort of hubs and resting points. And off the very edge of the map on the southeastern side, you can start seeing the Cragmore. He's even sketched in bits in the margin where he thinks that you've been. And he's like, right, so, and he shows you the compass, and it is pointing southwest. Yeah, and orientates the map, and you can see that you're currently off the map, down south. And he's saying that you need to go further southwest. Just for your perspective, the edge is much further south, and the coast is west. So he thinks you need to go in between. His compass is pointing between the edge and the coast to the southwest.
And where's the storm?
I mean, how long do you guys want to spend in camp? Because if you want to climb up and look at the cliffs and things, that might take a little bit of time. But I guess to orientate yourselves, you might need to. It's up to you.
Well, we're going to go back out anyway, right?
Yeah, whenever.
When we leave.
Yeah.
I mean, you think that we follow the compass then?
Well, we don't know where else we're going, other than following the compass.
Wow, the big storm.
Well, yeah.
He starts tapping the compass and he's like, this fucking thing.
How much is it moving?
It's every now and again when you see him try and make a reading, it points in a certain direction and then it starts shivering and goes a bit nuts. It doesn't like it, but it's still pointing in that direction and then it doesn't like it, kind of thing. So it's resting in a direction and then it twitches away.
Did we look at that before? Is it the same sort of check from the analyst?
You believe so, yes.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm just checking. You guys did pick up a book, right? I've just remembered there was. I've got a note here.
Stones of a little life and a little death.
Cool. I didn't want you guys to lose it.
Did you pick the lock of the thingy too?
What thingy?
Wasn't there a box?
There was a lockpick, a gilded lockpick, and there was a scroll.
They don't know
Oh, it was
that.
lock pick.
Oh, okay. He snuck them. I should have made you roll a thingy, but we'll call it.
Oh yeah, because we said that we were gonna have the lockpick.
Yeah, you didn't know it was
No,
there.
yeah.
Oh man.
I think I'm fine with that. I'll be more on it next time.
What's on the scrolls? Did you not tell us that you had any of that stuff?
No, I chucked the book to Sentinel.
Yeah, that's
And,
all we know.
What about the gold?
Yeah,
The
I've got
gemstones you guys found.
I've got the
Sorry.
gems and the coils. Shard.
No, I have a coil shard.
Yeah. Well, no.
Actually, no,
one
we
you've
destroyed
got a
that
new
one. We
You
got
have
the-
one, yeah.
Yeah.
So I still have a coil shard.
Yeah. Well, southwest is off the edge of the map here. We're off the edge of the map now, but it might actually take us back out into this bit. And he points at some of the crags to the very corner of the map. Could be out there somewhere. If you think it's the storm we're chasing now.
Well, there's at least 2 or 3 pieces of information we've had that lead to that storm.
We should go there.
Yeah.
All right. Should we make our way out and see where it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Match up then.
Okay. I won't let you hang around. So you guys come out the way you came, and you make your way into a more open area. I'd say on this journey, Eskiel sort of lags back and tries to grab you, Eugene. He taps you on the shoulder. He's like, "Can I have a quick word?" Nothing.
Oh yes, of course.
And he takes out the compass. He's like, "Look, I don't know whether you or that Moxie girl know much about these kinds of things, but I mean, you carry around a book that I've seen before, an Alchemist Book. I just wondered if you knew anything about this. I'm trying to get it working again, but all I can do is whack it."
Eugene giggles at that. May I have a look?
he hesitates for a moment and he just hands it over and he's like, I wasn't lying about my family, so please be careful.
Of course. Yeah, Eugene sort of just has a real close look at it, maybe turns it over, see if there's any way of getting inside to have a look at.
Okay, should we do this while you're walking?
Yeah.
I'm not going to make you like advanced checks or anything, but you guys are walking, you're making your way out. If you could just roll an Arcana check for me, because obviously this isn't your specialty, but...
Yeah, sure. Nice. I think that's going to be a 23. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay. So you've gathered that it is, and then as you walk out and you start seeing the storm as well, it is pointing towards the storm, and it's making it both unstable. It's attracting it and making it unstable, it seems. It is calibrated. You finally sort of get underneath it with there's a sealant around the edge that you're familiar with, and you take out some sort of solvent, you wipe the edges very gently, and it releases. And you see some of the gears that you can see from the front. And this is a very well-made piece of shard work. Very, very intricate. You think of the most fine-toothed watch you can imagine. Highly complicated. And you recognize the language inscribed almost microscopically on some of these gears as the sigillism language that you recognize. There's a lot of complex sigils in here that you're not familiar with. And with the 23, you see a very, very faint wink of a coil shard in the depths. It's tiny, and but you're not sure how to make it better.
So nothing looks slightly out of place or...
An investigation check.
Blow on it like a Game Boy.
Yeah, no, I was thinking.
No. Actually, you know what? Let's do a tinker check.
Okay.
Have you got tinker's tools?
We had this conversation. Technically, no.
Mm-hmm.
So
what was the outcome? I can't remember what we said.
I can't actually remember. So I'm happy saying no. It was tinker tools were in the Unearthed Arcana, but when they published it, they were taken out.
And instead of that, you got...
You don't get anything else.
Just your alchemy kit.
Yeah.
And your background gave you...
The alchemy kit.
So you got an alchemy kit from your background and your class?
Oh no, I have the herbalism tools.
Okay, because I was going to say, if it doubled up...
I was going to say, so I don't mind not having it.
Okay, you can do it with disadvantage though, if you like.
Ooh, don't want to break it. I sort of... I suppose we're walking together, aren't we, as a group, so... does anyone have any tools that, you might try to fix gizmos and gears with? Anyone? Does anyone have any tinker's tools?
Very, very much doubt.
Yeah. On the off chance.
I'm gonna say that I actually don't.
She's got a cook's knife.
You know what?
That'll do.
I have 5 sticks of incense though.
Yes.
I have some cards.
So I look back at him and say,
Hemp and rope.
I've still got like 50 feet of hunting.
I think I could. I feel like this. I would be able to do something, but I'm not equipped with the right tool.
You could try this, and I'll pull out the gilded lockpick.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll be.
I'm gonna say no. You can use it as a tool, and it would be with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because it's if it was maybe a set, you might be able to pick around with it, but it's just one lockpick.
So I close the compass back up and give it back to him and say, if you would like, I can have a closer look when we settle down for camp this evening. But walking around, I don't think it's the best idea without the correct tools. I might be able to do something without them, but I need to concentrate.
Okay. What did you? Any points at the back where it's ever so slightly wet, where you use the solvent? What did you do there with a?
Well, it's just a basic solvent compound to detach the setting.
Oh, it's just fine, is it?
Yeah. I had some extra sort of glue, for lack of a better term, and just sealed it back up.
He hands it back to you.
It smells of lilacs.
He likes that. He hands it back to you. Keep a hold of it.
Gosh, are you sure this is
Yeah.
This is important to your family?
He looks and he goes, you shouldn't give expensive things to alcoholics, should you? He gives you a wink and turns around and walks. Just look after it.
I'll try.
Okay. Yeah, and you guys make your way through. You see the storm, and you make your way out onto a more open part where the crags are still. You're all sort of on the edge of the crag more, in a way. It's a bit thinner with the rocks. Right. So he points. He's like, and he looks down at the map. I mean, it's anything from 75 to 100 miles. And he looks up at the storm.
Christ.
Hike?
Can't say for sure. I mean, the only other place I can think of is a Christomar, but that's probably even further out to the coast. I guess we're walking.
No sign of Sanchez?
Yes, about to say, yeah.
Do you guys want? You can roll perception while you're walking if you like. It'll take you about 6 days at a normal pace.
We've got 9 days of rations.
Yeah, but
We have to get back.
We have to get back.
Yeah.
Well, I can make water, I think.
Oh, can you?
Yes, because you've got.
Yeah, we had
One
this
of
discussion
the-
last time.
Yeah, I can make
I've got
water.
like 20 down. Rations in mind.
Oh,
I think it was I have down that you got between 7 days and a week. Sorry, 7 days and 9 days.
Yeah, okay.
So I was going to see what you
We've
guys.
also got to mark one off
Great.
for the.
From
Yeah, I
today.
did
10
that.
gallons of clean water.
Okay. God damn. There goes my steaks. No, I'm joking. Still need food. already
I
done.
can't help with the food.
If we find anything that's rotten or spoiled, I might be able to make it edible again.
We could always just go hunting if we see anything.
Talking of rotten meat, your husk's getting your Hulk meat is getting pretty
We probably had that.
I can
pungent.
make that.
Oh, I can
Fresher.
purify that too.
Hey.
Purify party.
So are you going at a normal pace?
Yeah, I suppose we can
For
just
now.
like keep just like we can perceive, like check it out, scope out the route that we're taking for the day, and then if it looks particularly clear, we can move quickly. If it looks more dangerous, we can go slowly and things like that.
I've inexplicably got quite good survival, so I can.
Hey.
Well, actually, speaking of survival, yeah. So if you can nominate 2 of you, one can be a skill if you guys don't want to do it, but 2 people doing survival.
With experience and does it.
Okay.
Cool. I'll
Uh,
help you.
and yeah, so you
My
need.
eyes.
So I'm not going to make you run, sleep, and walk and all this. So we're just going to do survival checks per day, and with every day, you mark off a ration.
Okay.
Okay.
So can we be looking out for like food, I guess?
Sure. So if you guys roll your
Look out
survival
for sand
checks.
sails and creatures that will be.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Does he
diary
roll
doesn't have
twice?
anything useful about sand cells, or would this be like really old back in
Oh, the diary that you picked up.
yeah.
So in that it says. Oh, there it is. So it logs the visit to sand skimmers. It calls them singularly good people with a deep mystery about them, and it speculates about why they hide themselves behind cowls, and that they believe some of them are seeking the Emperor's pilgrimage. What exactly were you trying to leaf through to find?
Just like how regularly they see sand skimmers around. But
Okay, yeah.
If it was like thousands of years old, it's probably not going to be relevant anymore.
It's still the same bus times.
That's what I'm saying.
This book's probably. I wouldn't call it thousands of years old. It's probably hundreds, maybe 1,000. And this says that they're rare, but that they follow people's need, basically. So if there's a need for traveling across the desert, they'll be there. But yeah, it is very old, like you say. So survival checks.
Do we just do one each, or is he
Yes.
doing it?
You. Yes.
Ah, yes.
It's a natural 20.
Very nice.
So 24.
25 and a 10. Okay. you make good time this day, and I'm going to
So that's
quickly
one
roll.
ration down.
Down to 8. I'm just gonna take all off at the end.
Yeah, you actually pass the day without incident. You don't see any sand sails. There's nothing of much interest. It's a long old hot day. You bed down for the night.
Can I read a bit? Oh, can I that night read Stones of a Little Life and a Little Death?
Sure. Okay. So, yeah, you read through thoroughly. It is an archaic book, and it is written in Old Common, as most of the Salnari documents were. And to give you a sort of snapshot of everything, they refer to what you think are coil stones as of stones of a little life and a little death. And it says they are fragments of long-dead titans within which dwell a shuddering potential to connect and create. It refers to arcane frames that trap coil stones, and that the corruption of their frames is seen as the action of the coil stones listening to the dreams of the item they are bound to, connecting this inanimate shell with a lost soul from somewhere else, and creating something that it refers to as an espling.
Hang on, hold up.
Excuse me.
So
If you text me, I'll send you this, but yeah.
cool. Yeah. In that case, carry on.
Yeah. It creates a life form called an espling, a dreaming shell filled with something lost and made into something new. As the espling becomes alive, the object becomes unreliable.
Cool, carry on.
That's it. Summary of the book's studies. It is using very old terminology like arcane frames and things like that. But it's a very beautiful book. It's gilded. It's in good condition. It was sealed away.
Cool, thank you.
It's quite a heavy read. Okay.
It takes me like 3 days because I just keep falling asleep.
Okay. Day 2. So we do a couple more survival checks, and yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, this time. Natural 20.
I
For
love it.
23.
I thought it was
Very
a 1.
nice.
It was a 7.
Okay.
We just switched.
Yeah.
I was a 7 last time.
Nice. We're so good at this.
Okay. You guys don't see any sand sailors, but what you do come across is hidden in the shade of a strange-looking ridge on the side of one of the crags is a small copse of mist cacti that you've seen a few of, but these seem particularly large. Their outer surface is dry and leathery, but you know that Eugene knows from experience they probably do contain water.
We don't need water.
I'd rather not use a spell if I don't have to.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Can I go up and see if I can... Oh, sorry, go on.
No, don't worry.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I try to extract the same pen as
Sure.
last time? With the
Okay.
agent?
So we swapped it around since,
Yes.
didn't we? So I rolled a percentile to see if it... That was right we did, wasn't it?
Oh, no, it's the... I roll percentile, then do the check.
Yes, so
yeah.
you roll a percentile.
$87.
Very nice. Okay. You approach this, it's a luscious group. It's something you've not seen in the desert for ages. It smells like aloe vera. It smells of
Aloe
moisture.
vera.
And you're pretty confident you can get something from this. So roll. It was an Arcana check, wasn't it?
That's not clocked, is it?
Put a dice on it. If it falls off.
Well, yeah, but you dropped that on top of it.
Yeah, it's fine. 9.
Oh, unlucky.
Never mind.
Overwhelmed by the sheer size of these cacti.
They're bigger than me.
You sort of end up actually, and you know this, and you sort of tusk yourself afterwards. You thought the sample's huge. I'm going to be, and you're a bit careless with it, and then you come away with a poor sample. It doesn't yield what you're after, but there is plenty of water. So, and with that roll as well, with you, it takes you 10 minutes, but you guys can collect enough water as well for a day's supply of water for the whole group.
The sample's just unwieldy.
Okay.
So that's another day of food.
Another day of food.
Or should we purify the slightly off meat?
Yeah.
I assume we're doing that like each day.
Yeah, I think when you're built into the rations, I'm going to say you guys.
Yeah, because I think that's what we added it to. We added a couple of extra rations.
Okay. Survival checks, please. The sun breaks over the desert. You guys are getting a good tan.
12.
Okay. 12 and a 7. Okay.
How do 2 lilac tieflings tan?
You guys think, actually, you know what? It's getting really, it's really fucking hot today. So you take a quick detour into one of the crags, just to walk along the edge in some shade for a while. And when you come out, it has had a very gentle turn in that chasm, and it's taken you out in some way that is slightly off course. You guys lose half a day.
No.
So I'm going to mark it in. If you lose another half, that's a ration. Okay. And
Do we want to go quickly at all?
Tomorrow's to make up for that.
Yeah.
At some point, when we're either resting or in the evening when we make camp, I would like to look at the scroll.
Okay. We'll say this night then.
Yeah.
So you take out the scroll. You are not a spellcaster, right?
Technically.
This is
Technically, I can cast a spell.
well, for want of a better word, this is some wizard bullshit.
Does it look? I'm going off of one spell scroll that I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's kind of similar. Yeah.
Does it look the same as a sending spell?
Oh, you have no idea.
Okay. I'll still that way for a moment, buddy. Okay, so that.
Yeah.
Oh my, there are so many people that want that.
Yeah.
Probably create food.
Or like the other side of the camp, you just start smelling the air going, where is it?
Do we not have the priest go with us?
Edson, yeah, he's just in the back.
Doesn't he make food?
Oh, no, he's with the
Yeah,
other.
he does when you ask him to, but he assumes you guys are burning through Hulk rations from the.
Oh, okay.
The whole-
So we're not gonna die.
Oh, we're fine.
He wasn't with the other group.
No,
No, we kept him.
He told you he can make food and water. That's all. That's
we just-
all.
Oh, no, fine then.
That's all you know, though.
Shall we stop eating our rations now then?
Oh,
I mean, we might as well get rid of it.
Yeah, but it was only like 2 or 3 days, but it wasn't a
was
lot. It wasn't
okay.
loads.
You guys had one conversation with him, and
He
you
didn't give us anything.
you think he can make food and water.
Well, that was like his whole job.
He literally has one job.
How long have we been traveling with him? And he has
fucking a month.
and his whole job, because you had a conversation with Kurt where it was like, this is what into mode, and it's the
Yeah,
fucking.
but it's only been the last week tops that you've been on cast stuff.
So what does he do, Dave?
He just shits.
He's paid to be there to heal people, to make food and water when necessary.
Should we get through this stuff that's going to go bad?
Sure.
One thing
Which
you
I
would
think
know, though,
we've
is that
done
he's
by
not, He's not
now.
a very high level, like, in
Is what
terms of
I'm
his
saying.
chorus rank.
Yeah.
He doesn't wear robes. You know people from in the chorus of Peldula, I can't remember the name, I think it's the Quiet Chorus.
Mm-hmm.
He's not wearing robes of like opulence, he's just
I think he's a
How did he get
he's a
here?
prefect.
yeah, that's
Does
right.
he have a sigil on his head?
He has a sigil of Peldula, which is like a cape. It's a crescent moon with this sort of a cloth hanging from it.
Yeah, but he's not like indentured or whatever.
What do you mean? What do you
He's
mean?
not in the hunt. Exactly.
No, he's
Like
just
that.
paid to be a cleric. Yeah, he's not in any debt. He hasn't got a mark on his forehead.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you mean.
Have you been using your spices in the with the food? Are we having spiced meat?
Spicy food.
What, in our rations or just when,
Yeah,
when
you,
we were making up the camp?
I know you're not cooking as such, but you, or at least are you using them for yourself, or?
Might be doing some bits and things here and there.
Yeah.
Flaky salt.
What?
Nothing. Flaky salt, anyway. Yes.
I would like one night to call my buddy Zeal.
Okay. So yeah, the sun goes down. You're out on your watch, maybe.
Fairly
We'll call it
like
middle of the night.
a middle of the night watch.
Middle of the night watch.
I
You
wanna
take.
call my buddy Zeal.
Okay. Yeah. What do you say?
Zeal, I need another favour.
And with a little like a little blue speck, like a dust mote, spins around a bit, and then it turns into a squirrel. He's got some. He now has tiny little specks, and he's like, oh.
I love the specs, dude.
Oh, it's been days. I've been trying. There's not really anything I can do. Sorry, you caught me writing and takes them off. He's like,
Sippy sip.
holy shit, it's me. He's like, oh, I mean, I guess now is the time for. Wait, why did you call? What's my
Right.
what I had to say or what you had to say?
Right, you start with what you have to say.
Oh, okay. Well, and he starts pulling out this like paper, and it's this like tiny little ream, and he holds it out to you.
Oh, shit. I'll read the paper.
Well, basically it says.
Is it a summons?
Yes. You are summoned to the subtle house to meet with.
Right this hot second.
Yes.
Fuck.
I mean, it was right this hot second days ago, but I don't know where to communicate. I can't.
So do you want me to pop you out every day? Is this the whole situation?
Keep going.
I mean, it is a hassle and it is a good excuse. He says to me, "Where is she?" And I'm like, "Well, you know, you do it yourself." Is what I wanted to say, but I would never talk to him.
Because you're a respectful Zeal.
I feel like you're making fun of me.
Ruthie is
He
laughing.
sits in his tail.
Okay, so apparently we're not doing my favour. Okay, so you can start coming out every day. Even in an evening, we'll hang out. I'll try and see if I can snag some wine.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm going to have my job for you might get you some wine.
What?
Yes. Fire! Exclamation mark.
This is Moss from the IT.
Right.
So we're going.
Yes, I mean, you have to, just like meta talk then, you do that, right? It's like you have an ability to do that, is that correct?
Yeah, I can go in once a week for like 4 hours.
Yeah, he stands up and he's like, oh, come on then, chop chop.
Here we go, if I can go in, we're going to pop into my necklace.
Okay. Yeah.
Bye!
It's a really weird sensation.
Oh, can I bring a friend? I don't think I can bring a friend.
It's high level, I think.
No, because this isn't a class feat. This isn't.
You've never done this before.
No, I've never done this before.
I get a stick for leaving Moxie.
I wouldn't have been with Moxie. I probably would have done the thing on my own.
At least you're in the same plane.
Literally
I love
20
you.
feet away.
It's a really horrible sensation actually. It's like getting sucked into a pinhole. You sort of like, and your arm goes in and it's like, and then and you just disappear.
Do I have to do that That's vile, Zeal.
Well, you wanted to do this to me every day.
But you were saying there was no way for you to contact me. Why are you so fucking awkward?
He just walks by your side, but you've landed in a twisted, carpeted corridor. The walls missing sections, plaster and wooden battens splaying open to reveal this ghostly darkness, nothing beyond but shadow and mist.
How do I look?
Yes, you look fine. Well, dusty.
Wish I had prestidigitation.
And you walk down this corridor,
that picked you up.
and you eventually enter an office. You can, just before you go in, you can hear the clinking of crystal glass. And as you enter, you see a man standing with his back to you. He's pouring 2 glasses of something. He stands hunched over 2 wine glasses. He's a good 6.5 feet tall. He wears this deep green jacket of velvet, and he has these worn leather slippers. His beard covers much of his face. He has big, sort of thick hair. The thick brown hair hangs tucked behind his ears. His eyes, as he looks round at you, you see are marbled with navy and white, like ink and milk. And he holds out a glass on his many-ringed finger.
I take it and kind of cheers him a little bit.
Yeah, and he cheers us. And as you're standing that close to him, you can see him more clearly. And you see the wrinkles sort of at his eyes, the frown lines in his forehead. And he's older than he looks. Hello.
Sorry I'm late. Zeal forgot.
It's okay. It's Sentinel, yes?
Yes.
I hear this name from Zeal. Is this acceptable to you, is it?
You can call me Jax if you want.
Jax. Okay, yes. And for all his sort of grandeur, he seems nervous. Sorry, I've been... aloof thus far in our... whatever this is. It's been a long time since I've invited someone into this place.
It's fine. Oh my god. It's fine. I assume...
Carry on, you're having a character moment.
Have a skittle.
A weird skittle.
I assumed you were busy.
Yes, yeah. Well, always things to be getting on with here. Half the time I can't quite remember what they are, but any drinks.
That might be the reason why.
You know, I haven't thought of that.
I don't blame you. I don't have a real big sip.
Yeah. How are you? You've travelled so far since you first called out to me. It's been a long time. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Zeal? He's like, yes. Yes.
You're trusting him with his calendar and he was days late to come and get me? It's been a few weeks. How long's it been?
It's probably been about almost 2 months.
It's been about 2 months on my side. Yeah, we're out in the middle of a desert hunting fuck knows what.
Right.
Do you know anything about the Nunlakium or any of that?
My dear, I can barely remember my own name half the time.
Fair.
But no, I'm afraid not. This journey, is this to escape the thing that you called out to me for? Something?
Half. We're getting away. At least we're getting further and further away.
Good. I will drink to that then. Drinks.
I also drink.
Oh,
Booze.
I have something for you. Sorry, I'm forgetful. Such is the nature of this place. He takes off one of his rings, and he places it in your palm. It is warm. With his heat, it melts into a puddle of silver in your hand. What would you like this piece of jewellery to be? You can make it into something new, or you can add it to something that you already own.
That's fucking sick. Side note, warlocks are sugar babies.
But warlocks aren't allowed.
Cut it from the podcast. Probably keep it something discreet for now. Yeah, make it nice. This is me thinking. Can make it a nice. Let's make it a nice belt buckle. No one will notice that.
Yeah, okay. So with that decision made, it slithers down your arm, still warm, down up your shoulder, down your side, along your belt, and it spirals into a belt buckle that matches in a similar design to your necklace. And he takes a drink. It's a symbol, I guess.
It's fancy. I like it.
Wow, I'm glad you like it. Yes, I'm not, not buying anything from you. I know I've been aloof, and I'm sorry about that. But
you don't have to. I don't expect presents every time. This necklace is dope.
No, good. Good. Dope. Yes. No, but I must confess, when you walk Discordia, I walk it through you. At least it feels that way, and it helps me. It helps me because, well, I mean, I'm sure you're aware, and he looks around to this ruined room, and there's the window. Actually, this is the same room that you first saw him in, where there was some bandits came in through the window. The window is intact, and the fog sort of lapping up against it on the outside. There are a few paintings on the walls. None of them draw your eye particularly, except one of a really beautiful woman. The painting itself is broken, and her skin is just so perfect it almost appears made of polished stone. Only her face and shoulders are visible. She sort of smiles at peace and gazes out, sort of looking as though she's looking upon those she loves dearest.
Do I recognise her? Or...
You don't recognise her, no. But it's something that you catch him looking at every now and again. I'll be honest. My main reason that I answered your call is because I need your help, and I believe that I'm picky, but I want to remember. Put it simply, this place, in the refracted realm, this pocket that I changed to be habitable, it requires a seal of sorts. And I used seals, I think, to lock away much of what I remembered, Jax.
Yeah, I think I may have gone in one of those.
A seal?
Well, when I was doing the walkthrough of your lovely abode, I went in one of the faded rooms, and Zeal got really, really mad about it.
He's like there going like...
I mean...
What did you see?
There's a lot of black and white. I remember getting pulled out by a big glittering gold-like hand with lots of jewels and rings on it.
Yes, that was me. I wondered where you'd gone, but Zeal made me aware that something was wrong, and I thought, well, you've done well thus far, so...
Gave me too many options. I went in the dark room.
Well, what you saw is the forgotten, and it is the result of what I did to myself, and so I'm told by Zeal. I'm sure I had good reason, but what I do know now is that it should have degenerated. I should have degenerated, but I have not. If anything, over the past 100 of your years, things have improved slightly. I just remembered recently that I liked wine. He takes a drink, and Zeal looks at you like, that was about 70 years ago. He's like, oh, well, still. And pulls down a book from a bookshelf and just starts leafing through it absentmindedly. Maybe I'm wrong, but I believe someone is breaking seals. Not like the ones I used to craft this place. He throws up a hand from the book, and paper ribbons stream into the air from it, forming an intricate geometric shape that form almost like an eye, and then they change and reform and change again. I don't remember exactly what these seals are, but I remember enough to know that they're older than me, and it seems that someone has been breaking them. And I believe the breaking of these seals has somehow weakened what I did to myself to destroy my memories. But you see, if these seals interact in this way, and you see another smaller pattern next to the larger, and they split, and then they intermingle, and as they intersect, they mesh like cogs in a machine. But should one fade, and the large one splits and showers into pieces of dry parchment, and then the other small seal begins to unravel, and fades, and falls. That is concerning. And I am remembering more when I see the world through your eyes. But these seals, find out what they are. Find out what they're sealing away. What is breaking them. I don't remember much. But I remember the 1,000 seals. I'm sorry that's all I can give you. And I'm sorry that it seems like I've brought you all this way and I'd signed you up to just end up helping me with my own problems. I'm
You're
terrible.
helping me with mine. Give and take. And you're giving me nice wine. And, I mean, you did lump me with him, but...
Yes, I mean, can't quite remember why did I make you Zeal? No, you didn't make... Well, actually, I can't remember. But thank you, Jax. I may not be here all the time when you visit, but I'm only a word away, I guess. Or a necklace away, or whatever poetic bullshit you want to come up with. He takes a drink.
I'm not one for poetry, but I will come in and try and fix some of this stuff up.
Good, well, I hope so.
Should I be bringing Zeal out every day?
Well, I mean, if you really want to put up with him every day.
I don't, but he was getting bratty.
I am right here.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, just as much as you can cope with him.
Love my small boy.
He pets him. He's like, Zeal's on the desk and he just gives him a little pat on the head.
And see, when I try and give him chinny rubs, he gets pissed.
Yes.
So, 1,000 seals.
Yes.
Sick.
Are you ill?
I mean, I might be after I finish this wine. And
Drinking from the bottle.
down the glass. I'm assuming at some point he's just going to kick me out.
He just sits down. I mean, he won't kick you out, but he takes another drink and he sits. And yes, feel free to contact me whenever you need.
Is there anything you'd like me to try and bring? I mean, I was going to try and bring wine as a first house gift, like a good guest.
I mean, yes.
Anything else you're really into?
I mean, I'm sure there is. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, good point. Zeal?
So far, and he pulls out a list. He's like, it's pretty much just wine at this point. There's some reading, but yes.
Okay.
We've lost a lot.
Okay.
And he's just like...
It's like the two lists, one's just wine.
The rest is just lots of question marks, yeah. I remember things in spells. 1,000 seals is one of those things, and it seemed to click with me. But as you can see, I'm in need of your help.
That's fine. Keep helping me, I'll keep helping you. And then I'll just probably sit down and we'll finish our lovely wines together. And then I'll be like, thanks, Dan. I'll do it and actually say thanks, Dan, and the awkward, handshake.
I think he just probably raises his glass, and then you
I'd go to give Zeal chinny scritches, and as soon as I go, that's what I found.
Yeah. And you just thunk back down next to Moxie.
Was I asleep?
I think you were on the same watch, so...
I don't know, but
I probably wouldn't have gone off. Wouldn't have gone off if it was you on the watch.
Yeah, I thought, yeah.
So who was there?
Probably me, and I probably was not paying.
I mean, your passive perception's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but I was
You just don't
probably
care.
reading Jeffrey's book, so...
Oh, okay. I'd say you probably knew that she left for some time.
I probably just assumed she...
Gone for a long shit.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you
Pretty much.
didn't see her vanish in front of you, right?
No, I just turned... No,
What's your-
Oh, you didn't hear me chatting to Zeal.
Oh, yeah, you would have 100% heard that. Even if you were whispering, you're right next to her.
Yeah, but I'll just be like...
She do what she wants to do.
That's why I like. That's probably why. That's to be honest. That's probably why I picked Amaya to like on that walk.
Because she's asleep with her face in the book.
She's just not paying attention.
Okay.
Who would have to watch with Moxie?
Whoever wants it. Not with her all the time, just as long as you don't leave her.
Well, because we sort of started this a bit funny, I'll say that for the last watch, well, does anyone want to do anything, that night, we'll say?
I was going to say to the next night or the next day, but I'll just show the scroll to Moxie and see if she makes sense to it.
Oh, why Moxie?
Because she's adorable.
You literally said wizard bullshit.
So okay, that's fine.
Our magic's better, don't worry about it.
So one of the other watches that night, you show it's a magic scroll. It's not a spell that you know.
Okay.
But I don't think that you need to identify it, right?
Yeah, I don't know specifically have the spell identify. My detect magic's not gonna figure it out.
Oh, poor wizard.
Poor baby wizard.
It'd probably show you. I think it would show you the school of magic, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So I'll do this. I'll flip open a spell book, turn to the detect magic page, and start reading through it and ritual cast detect magic.
Okay. I need to move these into the other folder. Right. There it is. Actually, I'm going to look that up because I want to make sure I give it to you correctly. It is going to be divination. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't know what spell this is, but it's definitely a spell scroll. It's a school of divination, so it could be all kinds of stuff. It could be identify, it could be detect magic, it could be.
I hope it's identified.
It could be scrying. It could be all kinds of. It could be something. But yeah, I'm not quite. I don't know. Maybe might be able to tell you some way down the line what it is, but not quite yet. I'll work on it.
Safe for now.
Okay.
If we get there someday.
Okay, and with that, we'll do one more day's travel. So if the two of you can roll your survival checks again for me, please.
That's fine.
Ooh.
22.
Yeah.
Nice, very nice. Okay. Yeah, a successful day's travel, and this day is slightly different.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So, as you're walking out, just outside of the Cragmore, a few stone pillars off to your, it would be off to your right, with the main part of the Cragmore on your left. It feels more and more like a blessed, uneventful day until you turn from the shade of a large crag and you look out across a stretch of the deep sand, and at the base of a column of rock is a sand sail. And the mast is down, the sail is tangled in a mess of ropes, still billowing and catching the wind like a wounded animal trying to right itself. And what do you do? It's probably a few hundred feet away at the moment.
Anyone? Do you see anyone?
If you move closer, maybe.
Sure.
Okay, you guys approaching?
I know Sentinels. So.
Can we trust them?
They could be.
Okay. As you move closer, it appears that it has crashed. And you see things circling it. You see Kazels.
Oh no.
Oh.
Except these are bigger,
Oh no.
and they seem to have been successful together because they look quite healthy, quite dangerous looking. And on board the ship, I won't say that they've noticed you yet because you are still a way off. You can see two figures huddled together at one corner. One of them's laying down, the other's holding out a blade that's glistening in the light as one of the Kazels sort of scrabbles up onto the deck.
How many Kazels are there?
There are about 5 or 6, you're not sure.
Just look to the others.
Looks like we're eating Kazal tonight, lads.
Yeah.
Looks like meat's back on the menu.
Might as well end today's session.
Yeah.
And Mike saying looks like meat's back on the menu. Amazing.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.